Hey, what's up? Today we are going to take a look at 30 glitches that you can do in Elden Ring patch 1.09.1. Of course, there are new players now, and let's just talk about this first glitch. We want to head over here towards the War Master's Shack. Then you want to proceed towards the south. What you're going to look for is a death bird. So this will not just be out there in the open. What you will need to find is a broken structure that can be located towards the left side here. For some odd reason, I decided to go over this way. I must have just been confused. But anyways, once you do go towards this broken structure over here, the death bird will pop up. Then you want to lead it towards the ledge on the right side here. Now, of course, we need to pop up the death bird right here. So then go towards the east, and then we just want to hang out on the side here. You want to lead the death bird over here, and then eventually you can have it turn itself in the direction where its back is facing towards the cliff. What should happen is that eventually this death bird will jump backwards and then die by falling, like so. What you can see is that the health bar has been depleted, and you should receive the blue feather talisman. Continuing on, we are now at number 2. We want to head over towards the Smoldering Church. This right here is going to benefit you quite a lot because you're going to be able to take out a specific invader over here, which is Anastasia. Once you have proceeded outside of the church and you're pretty much heading towards the south here, you should see that a text should pop up, pretty much telling you that you are being invaded. Of course, this is not a player, this is an NPC. We want to then go behind the church like so, and what you're going to do here is eventually lead towards the back portion here. Drop down. The enemy will try to pretty much follow you and then eventually fall towards his death like so, and it's that easy. Number 3, we are going to travel towards Sellia Backstreets. What you will notice once you are over here, there's going to be a sill that you will need to remove. There are going to be 3 towers that you need to light up in order to remove this seal. Once you have this location available, go ahead and fast travel to it. We are going to take a right, go up the hill here, and then kind of just circle around here. Go towards the right side, hop on top of this building, jump across the gap here, and then we want to jump towards the structure. So right here, we are going to then jump around this structure here by just going over here, double jumping, kind of stick in the middle window there, and then double jump on top of this wall, and then we want to then jump downwards. You can fall like so, and then fall down again. If you do jump at some point, I'm pretty sure it might add some extra height, which might kill you, so try to just fall down like so. Now, what you're going to see is that there's 2 enemies here. We can take them out. They are not going to fight back at all. What you want to do here is, of course, defeat both of the bosses, then proceed towards the north, open up the chest, and now you have an extra item that you can pick up. Number 4, we want to locate the Heart Lost Grace, which can be right here in the middle. This is where we need to travel towards, and also in the middle you will find a boss. This will be one of the commanders, the other one can be found towards the mountaintops. What we are going to do now is defeat the enemies on the side here, and the boss will be in the middle there roaming around. Once you have defeat all of the enemies there, you should then go towards the right side. You can hop up on top of here and just shoot down a bunch of arrows onto the boss. If you have something like some blood arrows, this will help out quite a lot because blood loss is amazing. You just want to continue this until the health bar is all the way down, and then from there you will be rewarded with his Commander's Standard. And by the way, this is more of a cheese than it is an exploit or a glitch yet. I'm going to throw it in here now. Number 5, we want to locate the Southern Swamp Bank Lost Grace, which can be found right here on the map. We want to rest until nightfall. The reason for this is so that the Deathrite bird will pop up. For example, right here, you can see that I'm rested at the Lost Grace, and all I want to do is rest till nightfall. What you're going to see here towards the southeast is that there's going to be a Deathrite bird, like I just mentioned. If you do not see the Deathrite bird, I'm going to say that you most likely have already defeated this boss, so just don't worry about it. What I'm going to show you here is how to throw this dude right off the map. If we proceed over here towards the root, there's a few ways to do this. Now, in this case, or in this situation here, in this clip, what you're going to see is that the Death Bird's just going to throw itself right off the map. What you do want to do instead is, if it does not throw itself right off the map instantly like so, you can then go over here towards the root, lead it up towards the top, have it right here, and then what you will do is just stick right underneath the root, and then eventually it will force itself off the map. For whatever reason, it decided to throw itself off anyways. Number 6, we are going to head over towards Chamber outside the Plaza. What you are going to need for this is a bow and poison arrows. If you want, you can use something like blood arrows or whatever, but honestly, I would highly recommend poison instead. What you're going to do is then exit outside of this Lost Grace, go towards the left. What you see on the right side is going to be the mist door. We want to proceed towards the northwest. You're going to see a bigger fella that's on the right side here. Just run towards the door. Do not even stop for 1 second. Like that, you can see it was literally inches behind me. We want to proceed up towards the top of the stairs here. There will be an enemy, just take him out. There will also be 2 more, or 3 more to be exact, at the end here. And what we want to do is just, of course, take them out. The reason for this is because it will cause some sort of trouble for us later on. And what you can tell right here is I'm just going to wipe them all out. Once that has been done, you then want to locate the left side here, hop on top of the wall, and then proceed all the way down. So with your arrow, what you're going to do is locate the boss in the distance, like so, and shoot the arrows. What we want to do is obviously stack the poison until the poison has been fully active and that this boss is taking some sort of effect from it. The reason why we are doing this might seem obvious enough, yet we're just poisoning this fella so we can then only fight 1 boss. Yes, because in this specific area there are 2 bosses that you have to fight. Once you have sort of lowered the health on the first boss, the second one comes out, which is the Crucible. He will then fly in and pretty much make things a little difficult. So with this method, what you can do is take him out, proceed towards the door, go through, and then what you can tell is that the health bar has already been depleted. This is because we've defeated him already. Then from there, take out the first boss, and you can then be rewarded with the Rune's Greatsword. Number 7, we want to locate the isolated merchant shack. We also want to talk to the vendor because sometimes when you do rest at nightfall, the specific boss that we need to pop up, which is going to be a Bell Baron Hunter, sometimes he will not pop up right away, so you may need to talk to the vendor, then rest till nightfall, then proceed outside like so, and you should see this specific boss. We are going to then drop down below once he does get close enough, because we are going to force him right off the map like we've done previously with other bosses. Which you can tell as he does get a little bit closer, he does swipe me a little bit here. So I just proceed on downwards, and then eventually you can hop on top of your mount to kind of just, I don't know, lure him in. And then what you're going to do is proceed downwards like so. He should slide off, yet if he does not, you can also make the desperation jump like I did, and he should also follow you downwards. There you go. Instantly fell to his death, and now you will receive a cool Bell Baron that you can take back towards the round table. Number 8, we want to locate Linnet Rise, which can be found towards the right side on the map here, which is fairly close to other points of interest, like you can tell on the map here. What you're going to do is rest till nightfall. The reason for this, again, is we need to pop up some sort of boss that obviously is only active during nighttime. What you can tell right here is I'm going to rest till nightfall, then proceed towards the north. Now in the distance, you should see a Knight Calvary. If you do not, try to rest again. If you still do not see it, then we can only presume that you have already defeated this boss. So anyways, if you do see him, go towards the back portion here, towards the right side. There's 2 things that can happen here. 1, he could swipe you right off the map, and then you just receive nothing. The other thing that can happen is that he will try to jump towards you and then eventually jump right off the map like so. For some reason the clip kind of was distorted or glitched out there, but hey, it is what it is. Continuing on, we are now going to talk about number 9. This is right over here towards Fort Ferrith. You do need something here specifically. It could be any blade with bleed damage. I, of course, have Fire's Deadly Sin activated as well just to apply more damage. The main idea here is to use the bleed damage to lower down the health all the way. Once the health has been lowered to about where it's about to die, you do want to hop on top of your mount and then do a 180 and proceed towards the Lost Grace behind you. This will specifically be the Fort Ferrith. You do want to rest at the Lost Grace as soon as possible, because if you do not do so, you're going to end up just defeating the boss, and that's not what you want to do, because right here you can tell that it has respawned once more. You can do this as much as you like and have fun with it. Number 10, we want to travel over towards the southern swamp bank. I just showed this on the map about a few minutes ago. If you want to proceed towards that specific timestamp so you can find out exactly where this is, go ahead and do so. What you're going to do is then proceed towards the east here. We want to then eventually drop down below, although there will be a beast there, so you do want to avoid that as best as possible. And then go towards the left here, and we are going to then double jump towards the left side. What's going to happen is when you do double jump towards the left side, you will have two options. It will ask you, do you want to go towards the Lost Grace or the stake? We are going to choose the left side option. This is going to then take us directly to the Radon boss. Note that this will skip a good portion of the festival quest, which may not be something that you want to do, so just that's something to take note of. Number 11, we want to locate the Rampart Tower and then proceed outside. You're going to see three birds, one right here close to us, one in the middle, and then one towards the left side. We want to head towards the left side, then jump over the wall here, and then jump down, and then what you should see is a ledge that you can land on. Proceed towards the north here, and then drop down. Do a 180, so turn 180 degrees, then drop down, and what you should see here is that there's going to be another ledge or a cliff. We are going to jump off. So what you're going to see right here is I'm going to fall through. Obviously, we are going to be able to survive this. Go towards the east. You should see a scarab. You can take it out if you want. Then on the right side, you're going to see a Crucible Knight. This is where we are going to be exploiting or glitching this dude right off the map. So what you're going to see here is that he's going to attack me. Thankfully, I was able to dodge a good portion of the attacks because, oh man, it was a close call. Not to mention, I was about to throw myself off the ledge. We want to proceed up towards the east here and then go towards the elevator. You want to lure him on top of the lift here. There's two things that can happen. Once you do activate this button so that you can bring the lift all the way up, he will either fall towards his death, or two, when you go up towards the top with the lift, he may just drop down in the hole. There's different ways it can happen, but either way, you receive this right here, which is Aspect of the Crucible Horns. Number 12, we want to locate this Lost Grace, which is going to be Gate Town North. Then from there, rest until nightfall. We want the Deathrite Bird to pop up. This can be found near several Lost Graces, as you can tell on the map here. And as I just mentioned, I've rested till nightfall, and then we want to go towards the south. What should happen is that the Deathrite Bird will pop up. You'll then proceed towards the right side, and we want to lure him all the way over here. Eventually, he will jump up in the air, then get caught inside the death barrier, which will overall deplete the health all the way down. This is a great way to sort of cheese glitch the boss. Not to mention, you can pick up some items really early this way. So this way you do not have to level up or pretty much do anything. You can skip most of the enemies by just running past them. That's why I'm saying this can be done early game. What you can tell right here is the enemy felled, and now you should receive this right here. Number 13, we want to locate the Royal Moongazing Grounds, which can be found near several points of interest nearby, including the Gate Town North. Once you have located this specific entrance, you can then go through the mist door, go towards the left side here once you're in the boss room. You want to go all the way towards the top, open up the menu, exit out of the game. Yes, exit out. You do not need to go towards the desktop or just close the app, just exit out, load it back up. What you should see is that you're in the same exact spot, except the boss is not moving. You can obviously attack it, defeat the boss, and it's a pretty easy way to earn not only runes, but some spells that you can use early game. Number 14, we want to travel over here towards the Castle Morgue Rampart. This is, of course, near one of the points of interest that you're introduced to at the beginning of the game. You want to rest until nightfall, then proceed towards the southwest, eventually making a right turn and then going up towards the southwest. Eventually, what you should see in the distance is another Deathbird. We, of course, are going to shoot this dude right off the map. This way we do not have to fight him, battle him, or anything like that. You're going to see right here that there's also a few enemies in the distance, those bats. Honestly, you do not need to worry about them, although it will make things easier if you take them out. So I'm going to do that now. I will also proceed towards the edge here, or towards the end of the cliff. We want to lure this Deathbird like so, and it should fall off the map. Pretty easy stuff, and now you've been rewarded with not only some runes, but this item right here that you can use. Number 16, we want to locate Church of Vows, which can be found over here towards the lakes. Also sort of near the north town. But anyways, once you are here, you do need to rest until nightfall. If the boss does not pop up, you do need to interact with the turtle, Pope Turtle. Go through the dialogue. Pretty much what you want to do is just, I don't know, skip through a good portion of it. Because what's going to happen is, well, I guess don't skip portion of it. Because if you need to learn some sort of lore or whatever, but I'm going to skip through a good portion of the text. Let's say that you have already went through the dialogue, and what you need to do next is rest at the Lost Grace once more. Then go towards the middle here where the Pope Turtle was. What you should see is a Belt Baron Hunter. We want to go towards the left side here, lure him, and eventually we want to drop down towards the west. What's interesting here is that when he kind of fell down, because what you want to do is more so have him slide towards the right side so he can fall all the way, but for some odd reason, I did not suffer any damage here, so hey, I'll accept it for what it is. But what you're going to see right here is that he's going to fall right off the map, and it's that easy. Number 17, we want to locate the Palace Approach Ledge Road. Then from there, proceed towards the northeast, hop on top of your mount, go towards the right, or you can go towards the left. It honestly does not matter. I'm going to proceed towards the right side, and we want to then double jump towards the left. Kind of hang on the ledge here and continuously hold the analog stick towards the left corner. You do want to proceed forward, sprint, and then double jump off the map. Swing right as you do jump right off the map and continuously swing. The moment that you stop, you will fall towards your death, and that's not a good thing to do. So what you should see after some time has passed, about 30 to 45 seconds in, you will receive some runes. Now you might be thinking, how the heck did I receive some runes? This is all possible because once you do fall a certain distance underneath the map, this will then force the textures to unload, which makes the enemies fall underneath. If you want to survive the fall damage, open up the map and then fast travel towards a Lost Grace. Number 18, we want to locate the Dynasty Mausoleum Lost Grace, then proceed towards the south. Take a right, you should see the lift, go all the way up, then confront the boss. While you are confronting the boss, you can skip the cutscene if you've already seen it. If not, just kind of, let it go through. What we are going to do is once the cutscene has fully concluded, you can then go towards the menu and exit out. Remember, you do not need to close the app, or you do not even need to go straight to the desktop. We are just going to open up the menu and exit out. You then want to load it back up. You should be outside of the boss room. You then want to do a 180, so turn 180 degrees. Then hit the lift, then proceed downwards. You want to go towards the Lost Grace that you most likely have passed, then go towards the ledge, drop down below, then jump towards the left here. This was sort of like a sketch jump here, but anyways, continue onward, sprint. You should sort of feel like a little bump there that will allow you to jump again. Then from there, you can go towards the north, hop on top of your mount. Eventually, it will force you off of your mount when you do jump across the gap here. This is all because of the restrictions on the map. So that's something common to happen. Then go towards the left, proceed towards the north, hop back on top of your mount, go into the middle, locate this hole, and then jump right on through. There's two ways to do this. You can jump right on in and swing, or you can double jump and swing. It's all up to you and what personally fits you. So what you can tell right here is I'm going to proceed underneath the map, continuously swipe away. Eventually I will receive some runes. Not only that, I will also be able to take out the boss without doing pretty much anything. This is a great exploit, and I hope that you guys enjoy this one. Number 19, we are going to go over an alternative method here when it comes down to rune farming. Let's say that the method that I just showed 2 glitches ago is not suiting you right. What you can do instead is go towards the north here, locate this huge tree, jump towards the left by double jumping. If you feel like you're not going to make it, you can sort of do what I did here, was just kind of do this like quick jump back and forth. Anyways, double jump towards the left side here, continue towards the left, and then you can jump right off the map and grab runes that way. Or you can proceed on towards the right side here, towards the east. Then you can jump on top of the tree and do a 180 and jump on top of the ledge and pretty much elevate yourself on top, like so. So here you go, you're on the tree, and then you can just go towards the right, go towards the left, and you're all the way up. It's that easy. You just want to double jump right off the map, or you can jump just one time and swing. Again, it's all up to you and what really suits you. So what you can tell right here is after some time has passed, the runes will pop up, and I will receive a good amount of runes. Number 20, we want to locate Worshipper Woods. Proceed towards the northeast. You will come across a few enemies here, as well as a bridge that you will eventually cross, and there will be a waterfall as well. Some of you probably have seen a good portion of the glitches that I'm talking about today. The reason why I'm going over it is because there's some newer players out here. So anyways, we are going to proceed towards the northwest, go around this goat here, or whatever that thing is. As I mentioned earlier, you will see this waterfall here. You then want to go towards the right side, jump on top of the ledge, and kind of just continue that momentum until you're on top of this ledge here. If you slide right here, you will fall towards your death, so you do need to double jump. So for example right here, just continue double jumping until you're over here. This is pretty much where it's a safe area. Then we want to double jump right off the map and continuously swing. If you have your bow equipped, you're not going to be able to do this, and you're going to fall towards your death. So make sure that you have something like a sword equipped, so this way you can obviously swipe away. If you have an axe like I do, that will work just fine. Continuously swipe away. Eventually you will receive 3 items as well as some runes. Number 21, the infamous Deep Root Depth glitch. This right here was one of my most proudest discoveries because, I don't know, you're able to acquire a crap ton of items, you're able to defeat a good portion of the bosses, and pick up runes. All you want to do is go towards the northeast, jump on top of the tree, proceed up towards the top of the route here, then jump towards the left, do a 180, then continue along the path here, and then jump towards the right so you land on top of the branch here. jump right off the map and just continuously swing. You will receive Numen Runes, items from bosses, runes in general, just a crap ton of good items that you can utilize. This, of course, is more so late game than it is early game. I'm just showing different things, and of course I will include timestamps, so this way you do not have to just kind of go through each video or each clip here trying to figure out what will work for you. But nonetheless, this does work. Number 22, we want to locate Freezing Lake Lost Grace. Once you are here, proceed towards the east, then take a left and go up towards the north. Eventually, you will be facing towards the west. We want to locate a specific ledge because we are going to jump right off the map, jumping over the death barrier, overall allowing us to pick up a good amount of runes, as well as defeating one of the commanders. What you can tell right here is the ledge that I want to locate. It's towards the north. We are going to jump towards the right, double jump, and make sure that you're facing towards the northeast when you do jump. It's got to be in the same exact direction. After some time has passed, you will receive this right here, which is the Veteran's Prosthesis, which is a pretty cool weapon to experiment with, as well as you will see some runes. Number 23, this is one of my favorite glitches that I've discovered, which is going to be the Deathrite Bird, which will give you about 500,000 to almost 1 million XP, especially depending on your new game. So if you're on New Game Plus, you're going to be able to benefit quite a lot from this. So you're going to then proceed towards the southeast here, drop down below. Eventually you will see a bunch of stuff going on, such as enemies, Deathrite Birds. You're going to see the bunch of spells casted down. Eventually, you will need to proceed towards the south here, go all the way up till you're towards Ordina. Then from there, go towards the stair steps, go all the way up, and then jump right off the map by double jumping. Eventually, what should happen is once you do continuously swing and you're falling underneath the map, you should see that the enemies are going to fall through as well as the Deathrite Bird. You will receive a crap ton of runes as well as some good items that you can use. This, of course, is late game. Number 24, we want to locate the Giants Conquering Hero Grave Lost Grace. Then from there, do a 180, which is turn 180 degrees. Proceed up towards the top. Take the lift all the way towards the top. Exit outside. Then proceed towards the east. What you will see is going to be one of those hand enemy types. You can obviously jump over this one. He's waiting for you to come through on the other side, but hey, we're on the opposite side, so he doesn't know nothing. Proceed towards the northeast. Eventually, you will see this huge frozen giant. There's two things that you can do here. What you're going to see is that I'm going to jump straight off the map from the furthest side. What I would recommend is that you get as close as you can towards the ledge, then double jump. For example, right here is what I'm talking about. I just double jumped right off there. If you want, you can double jump more so towards the left. Either or, it will work. 30 to 45 seconds in, you will receive some runes. Is this the best one? Probably not, but it's good if you just need some runes so you can continue on with your journey. Number 25, we are going to locate this Lost Grace, which is going to be the Giant's Gravepost. You can then go towards the left side, and we are going to zigzag right up the mountain. This is a great way to skip past a good portion of this map, so we are going to proceed up the mountain just by jumping on the ledge, jumping up, and then zigzagging back and forth to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, until you're all the way up here towards the top. You then want to go towards the left, and you should see these tombstones on the left. You can land on one if you need to. I highly suggest just sticking to the top portion here so you do not need to use that as some sort of crutch. But we're going to then go towards the east here. Then eventually you should see this tree on the left side. We want to double jump off the map. What you mainly want to do here is head towards the left side and then allow your character to fall. Continuously swing. Then after 30 to 45 seconds, you should see the one-eyed shield pop up as well as some runes. Number 26, we want to locate Annex Tunnel, then proceed towards the south, take the lift all the way up. As you do reach the top, hit the lift again so it sends it back down, then go over here, jump off the ledge, double jump, proceed to swing your sword or whatever it is for 30 to 45 seconds. You should see the runes. If you want to survive the fall damage, fast travel to the Lost Grace, and then you should be good to go. You can rinse and repeat this as much as you like. Now, is this the best one? As I've mentioned earlier with certain rune farms. Number 27, we want to go towards the Number 27, we want to locate the 4 belfries, then go towards the top, open up the chest, grab the key, and then go to one of the 3 towers here. We want to locate one, go ahead, interact with it, travel through. Where I'm heading to is the Crumbling Fair Mouselum. I'll open up the map. I'll go towards the round table. I'll click OK. What I'm going to do is hit Alt F4 or close the app right as the bar is close to loading up. Then from there, load the game back up and you should see that you've teleported. Number 28, we want to head towards Bridge of Inquiry. This is a pretty cool spot because we can also send a invader off the map and pretty much, I don't know, just get through this without fighting. So what you can see right here is I'm going to lead him towards the ledge. And right here is where I would like to have him jump off. If that does not work, you can also go down here towards the bottom portion and he should swing himself right off. Actually, it's a she, whatever, Anastasia. Anyways, continuing on, we are now going to head towards the southwest. After we have reached the Church of Inhibition, this is another invader that we can throw off the map. We want to go towards the left side or one of the ledges, and we just want to hang out here. Eventually, it will do the same exact thing that has happened before. This fellow will pretty much force himself off the map, and it's an easy way to pick up runes. Number 29 and 30, because you are able to pick up some other items from this spot. What you're going to do is head all the way down towards the west, double jump right off the map, continuously swing, and you will receive some runes and some items. This is pretty much it. Hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a like, subscribe, turn those notifications on, and if you have any questions, ask them down below. Thank you to everyone that has currently supported the channel in the past and still continues to do it today. Appreciate everything that you guys do out there, and I'll see you all in the next video.